It's a good
All
one.
right, Chuck, welcome back to the Nagel Bear podcast, bud.
What's up, bud? How it
Not
goes?
much. You're in the new studio.
I love it.
Yeah, second podcast of the day. We are doing, and then so this is the first day we've started podcasting again. So
Finally.
I'm excited. Yeah. I know. You and my dad were like, my dad was like, yeah, when's your podcast? And I was like, yeah, Chuck asked the other day too. And I'm like, I would move it.
Well, I was trying to give you shit. Like, why aren't you making any content, bud?
I know. And
what's with the excuses?
I know, right?
Can't watch excuses.
I know. It's true. I like that. It's a good saying, actually.
Yeah.
This week's episode is brought to you by Summit Extra Pale Ale. Proud sponsor of the podcast.
Are they actually sponsored? I swear to God.
No, that would be amazing. Are you kidding me?
I feel like you'd find some random brewery out here and just be like, hey, will you sponsor my podcast?
Yeah, right.
Good
Like, so what's your reach?
5.
8. Yeah, 5. Yeah. 8's a little liberal. 5.
6, but I'm one of them, so 5.
5. Yeah, right. Yeah,
I like to watch my own stuff.
Although it's fun to watch the SoundCloud, like on the app, to be like, how many people have listened? I'm like, oh shit, there's 10. There's like
10 whole ones.
I know 5 people. I don't know who the other 5 are. And then I went to drill the other day, and then like my guys that I've drilled with were like Papa and all that. They're like, yeah, we listened to your podcast. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, awesome, cool. So random people from the National Guard are listening to the podcast. So
perfect. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, cheers. Oh man. So what's new, bud?
Not a whole lot. Just finished a wrapped fully on a Z-Fest short.
Awesome.
Submitted that. Turned out, I was pretty proud of it.
Dude, it looked great. So Chuck wrote and directed
And edited.
and edited a Z-Fest short film. Mm-hmm. And it looked great. Like it really did.
It turned out really good.
Really good. I was very impressed by it. And it's almost the simplicity of it, of the lighting and the story, and also the use of adults.
Yeah.
Is always great.
It helped a lot, for
It helps
sure.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really, I hadn't made a movie in like 5 years. Not since
Has it
film
been
school.
that long?
Not since film school. Yeah, just about 5 years, I think.
Shit.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just rounding at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I don't even know how old I am anymore. Definitely under 30 because I haven't had a crisis yet.
Yeah. You'll get there. Don't worry.
Give it time.
I got there. You'll get there.
But so I really wanted to do this, and Z-Fest is such a great way to do it since like everyone kind of just really comes together.
Yeah.
And like for the spirit of the community, love of the game.
Yeah.
People work for free, which is really helpful.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, so I wrote and directed that one, and I crewed on 3 others.
Whose other did you crew on? I mean,
So,
I know you did ours.
I did yours and Eric's,
Yep.
and then I also did Rudy's. I sound and produced that.
Yep.
And then I was like second camera and like kind of helped out. It was like a guiding light for Bando's buddies for his film club. Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so his film club, like part of their film club was like they did a Z-Fest film.
Oh, okay.
And so Chris and I helped. Chris was like the main DP, and I just kind of helped out with my second camera to help.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta meet up with Jeremy again. I miss Jeremy and Adam. Miss
He's
those
good
guys.
people.
I
But
know.
no, so I did those. I did those in like prep to like remember what it's like to make a movie.
Yeah, oh, God.
So I was like, and yours was like definitely the most like official because like I mean you guys had a script supervisor and the whole 9.
It helped because that crew, there was 3 to 4 of them that were all in it together. So they pooled the money together.
Yeah.
And they really and that's what I liked about it a lot. I saw the footage and stuff like that in the edit. Like it turned out okay, but it is what it is. Like for me, I hadn't DP'd anything for over a year.
Yeah.
And so coming to that's honestly my scariest challenge is that short film. Like shooting something that's not commercial and not sexy.
Sure.
Is my biggest fear as a cinematographer.
Yeah.
So that's why like I've seen footage and I'm like, God, that looks great. And then there's other time I'm like, this sucks ass. But that's just me criticizing my own work where I'm like, I wish you would have done
Well, and that's
this
the thing. It's
better.
like not every frame's going to be a painting.
Yeah.
And like that's a really hard thing to get through, especially when you're working with like comedy.
Oh yeah.
So like you definitely like you really learn the other aspects of cinematography where like does it serve the purpose of the story?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to look good. The joke just has to land.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep. No, I'm with you, and I'm absolutely. And so that's my toughest thing is because I looked at shots. I'm like, that could be better. Shots I was happy with. you know, how we shot or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, cool. Like I really put my same thing, like the complexity of it. Like I love how simplistic your guys' light setup was, but it looks amazing.
It worked out really well.
It worked out really well. And granted, location helps. Everything helps. It does.
Yeah.
Whereas us, we were shooting in a house, and like I was really, I mean, you were there, you know, really trying hard to be like, I just want to make this look like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
And I'm doing night for day, or you know, it was night out, and we're trying to make a day come through the window, and all this other stuff. So it was really, you know, it kind of pulled it off. Like I think just because you know how it's made, it all automatically taints you.
Oh yeah.
So it's tough. So somebody looks at, I'm sure like Deacons looks at it, she'd be like, God, that sucks ass, you know, or something. There's got to be like some stuff that we think's amazing. He's like, fuck, you know, like just sees how he just doesn't like it.
Well, I mean, like I think that's how most people are. Like I mean, Fincher has that famous quote of movies aren't made, finished, they're abandoned.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, like it. From what I was seeing, I haven't seen Robo Dave yet, the final cut. But,
I haven't. I've just seen it rough, and it was pretty rough. They were putting it together. Yeah.
But no, it's it was looking good on set. Like the lighting was good. Like it fit what it was trying to do for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, like for comedy and stuff, you just kind of like a really like a big high key.
Yeah.
It's like that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah.
Really easy. Make depth, high key.
Yeah.
And move on.
Although I'm pretty sure I did a lot of backlighting, or I did back inside. But
yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about with the high key stuff. Like it's like, I don't know. Like yeah, we'll see. And then, like I said, but honestly, I felt good jumping into it. I'm sure you felt great.
Yeah.
Finally getting back shooting.
Felt really good.
Yeah.
And I was blessed enough to have a whiz of a DP, Chris.
Yeah, God, Chris is great.
He's really great. He has a really good eye for framing, for sure. And then also he's a great stunt choreographer. So like the first day we were just going through the first half was just going through the fight. He was like we weren't even filming anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything we got on day one was done in a half day.
Yeah.
And so we're lucky enough to have just like a simple enough set where we just kind of had to shift the lights out of the shot.
Yeah.
Just to help accentuate the natural light we had motivated already in a giant windowed basement.
Yeah.
Which was I think we got 45 shots day one.
Yeah.
With like 3 takes each.
Yeah.
And then I think 56 shots day 2 with like 3 to 4 takes each.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah,
that's crazy for 8-hour days.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was sun up, sun down in the middle of February or January. So it's 8-hour days.
Yeah.
I'm actually really proud of that.
Yeah, dude. No, that's awesome. You guys did awesome. Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. And it's kind of funny too. It's like, and you always see like, oh, we could have done that better. Wish we would have done that. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like just jump. Like I said, it's cool. It's been a while since you jumped back into it.
Yeah.
And same with me. It's been a while, and like to jump back in and be like, now we did a short film.
Yeah.
I don't like short films as much. I love the concept. I just always hate executing, or not executing, but it's just always feels like, you know, when people are, hey, come help out on my short film. Like, I don't want to waste my weekend on your shitty short film. Like, I am that bitter guy because you don't know if it's going to turn out well, or or just am I pissing my weekend away? You know, or am I ever going to see it? You know, is that is it like am I ever? I'm still, you know, we're still. I'm like, no, then I don't. But but it did definitely feel good, and it definitely had a different vibe. So it definitely, you know, it leaves a better taste in my mouth now because we're not film school anymore.
Right.
So it does not have a bitter taste anymore. It feels people are definitely invested, so they're at least trying to finish and make it good.
Well, and the best part with Z-Fest is the fact that like people are swinging for the fences. Everyone is.
Yeah.
Because they want like you can win awards.
Yeah.
Pretty easily.
Or win good prizes.
Yeah, it's good
like
prizes.
Really good
but
prizes.
But also it's like awards. Like it's, you are recognized for the effort you put in.
Yeah, yeah.
Which 9 times out of 10 for most short films doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
In fact, a lot of people that end up winning awards at Z-Fest will submit their stuff to other film festivals and win there too.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's stiff competition.
Really?
Surprisingly enough, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like, and some of them are great. I haven't seen like half of them because they're still on the festival circuit, but some of them are really good. Some of them, I mean, some fall flat, but like, when you have 90 of them every year, like you're not going to have bangers every single time.
Did they do a cap limit, or
like how many can submit?
Yeah.
They haven't had to yet.
Okay.
I don't think because a lot of people don't finish.
Yeah.
Because like life happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Like happened with Chris's. Like he just didn't get his done in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, his such a high concept. Weather was a huge factor because a lot was outside, and then he rewrote and just wrote an entire new thing that was like 2 people in a basement.
Oh, do you really?
And then we still like he like ended up having to go out of town for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So it's like I just have zero time.
Yeah.
So it's like just like it went from like, oh, we can make this happen to nothing's gonna happen. So he's just like, you know, out $70 for the entry fee or whatever.
No, that sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Z-Fest is a lot of fun. It makes me want to make more movies.
Yeah.
Like you're saying you don't like short films? It makes me want to make more shorts.
No, it makes me want to make more short films. The only thing is, I think for me in short films, just in my own head, if I do the effort of a short film, I want it to lead, I don't want to say lead to something bigger, but I want it to be more conceptual. So like if I write a script, I want to write the scene, I want to shoot that scene.
Yeah.
And it's not so much a short film because it really doesn't have a beginning, middle, end. It would just be a scene for concept work. So, and that's just my own personal preference because if I'm spending my own money, I want to at least maybe pay off in 20 years. And that's a stupid idea, but it's in my own head. But if I do, I mean, the other thing though too is writing. Mm-hmm. I love writing. I love that stuff. But at the same time, sometimes I want to take someone else's script and be like, I want to shoot this. Mm-hmm. And that's it. So, and I want to, you know, so that would be fun. If I could find a script that was 10 pages and be like, I'm taking this and making it mine now. Obviously, hang on, you know, rewrite for me. And then that would be fun. Like, I would totally do that. I think it's just taking the little stressors off. Like, God, I got to write my own script. I got to be original. It's like, I just want to take that idea in your script and I want to shoot it. Mm-hmm. Like that would then I would definitely probably be more on board.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, like a huge part of it is like for me, like I was actually just talking to Chris about this because I was like, cause he's trying to like dissuade someone from like trying to film like a full feature, like some high fantasy concept thing.
He is, or he's trying.
Like his buddies, like this kid he knows that he's been helping out do stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I want to film this feature. I want to get financing and all this stuff. And he's like, I need like $1.5 million. And he's like, and Chris is like, how do I explain to you that's not gonna fucking happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like he made like one feature before and it was not good.
Is
like,
this buddy or this guy?
And like it's not like not good because it's his fault. It's like you don't have money and you can't sell high fantasy for a full feature because it's just people in a room talking and it's boring as fuck. Yeah. But like what happened? I was like, oh, like you just have to do like what I called like the 10-10 approach. You make 10% of that movie with 10% of the budget. Like you make a short film that doesn't even have to be the actual story, just like a tone, like proof of concept in that world. Yep. So like 10-minute movie for like, let's say you're trying to make a 90-minute movie, make it a 9-minute short and spend $10,000. Yeah. Like, you know, $15,000. Yeah. Swing for the fences for that fucking 3-day shoot. Yep. And then you have that script, you have that short to prove that you can make the thing you want to make. Yep. And then you might be able to get financing to make it happen.
And that's where I want to be at with either like and that's, I shouldn't say that's something that motivates me to do that because that would be worth it. And that would be something I'd be willing to team up and, or like move along. So my own scripts that I write, I don't write them often as much. Like film school, it's like all this time and I'm pumping out scripts and shit. And now it's like,
what are you doing right now? So
no, I can now. Absolutely, I can now. Actually, now that we're done moving and everything. But yeah, I actually could now start pumping out some scripts. I would love to. But it's sometimes the other thing is like also too like the idea, like if that's the toughest part. Like I told you I wrote the aliens. I sent it to you. I wrote 90 pages in like a week, and like it's like, and you're like, oh, it's entertaining. I'm like, that's it. That's all I care about. Yeah. And then I did not finish it. I got to like 110. I literally got to 110, and then I had to take over a different position. And therefore, so I was sitting in my room most of the day,
just sitting in the desert.
Yeah, just sitting in the room, and I'm like, and I had the time, and then all this change to happen with one of the guys. Like they fired our team, or not team leader, our little section leader. So then I took over the whole thing, and then I had to go into the office 8 hours a day. So that ended that whole sweet reign of just going to the gym and writing scripts, and like I had a whole plan set out for the whole deployment. This dipshit had to fuck it all up, and I had to go and take over the whole section. So anyways, but yeah, that's something that I agree with you. Like the 10%, like that would be something that's like worth almost raising money for too. Be like, hey,
even that. I don't think you have to for a lot of it.
No. I'm saying if like if you're doing with your friends, like conceptually, like, hey, we should all pitch in 500. Yeah. And then you have 1,500, and you're all, and that's why they didn't do that. They didn't put that much in with Eric's, but it definitely was cool because they were definitely keeping tabs on each other, like pre-production and post when I was working with them. Yeah. It was awesome. And that, like I said, that was, I don't want to say it's a super well-oiled machine, but it was a very well-oiled machine on getting stuff done, keeping tabs on each other. I've been on commercial shoots that are almost like way less, like our Red Bull shoot we did. That was more organized than some like commercial shoots I've been on. Granted, these aren't $500,000 a day commercial shoots. These are more like, for
15 grand
agriculture
shoot.
Well, agriculture stuff. Like, so it's like they're like, well, we have an idea. Why don't you go shoot some stuff? And we're still paying everybody's day rates, but then they put it all together in the end and they figure it out. So and then companies do that. So we've shot that kind of stuff. And they're just like, well, let's go shoot. And I'm like, this is fine. Okay. You're paying us, you're paying my rate. So it's fine. I don't give a fuck. But, so I don't know, but having that, like, teaming up with guys would be, is you can divide and conquer these, and it was cool because they, and Just Foot, you were there and Just Foot to do all this stuff, and you and Chris teamed up on all that stuff, and it's awesome. Like, it's always great to have that.
It helps out a lot for sure.
Yeah.
And like, I definitely had a lot of the reins on this one. Well, because like we were planning on both like kind of doing our own short, and so like I would say like between 60 and 70% mine, and then his was gonna be like 60-70% his. Yeah. So like he helped. Obviously he shot it, and then like I edited it and he did visual effects for me, and then like he just helped me bounce ideas off in the editing. But like, how does this cut feel? How does that feel? Does this flow? Okay. Because like you got to have that dichotomy. Yeah. I'll be like just like going back and forth, be like, oh, okay, like if it's just you, it's gonna turn out bad. Yeah. You need to have someone get someone else's opinion, fresh eyes. How does this look? How does that work?
Yeah. Especially flow. Flow's big.
Flow's a big one.
And you can be surprised how much fat you can cut off, even though if you think you got something wired tight, you can show it to somebody and be like, you can cut this, and that. And like, what? But and you got to step back and be like, oh yeah, you're right, because that doesn't work, or it just cut it, and you'll be surprised what works and what doesn't, but mostly what will work.
Oh, I find more stuff every day I watch. I've watched my short every day since I submitted it, and I was like, I could trim that, trim that, like I could probably shave off another like 10-15 seconds. Nothing was already pretty tight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I was like, I could probably shave off 10-15 overall.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild, but yeah, man, it's I really want to. Chris and I have a plan to try and make 10 shorts this year.
Jesus.
One of them being, well, they were supposed to be 2 Z-Fest.
Oh,
so now one's done. We were going to have 2 done, so we're still going to do his, just not for Z-Fest, because it's still a good script. Yeah. Still just a day shoot.
Yeah.
So we're trying to plan those out. So we're trying to get 10 done this year.
Total. Jesus. That's awesome.
And like probably like 3 or 4 of them might end up being like that 10-10 idea, like concept. What is it? Like a small short film based on like a greater concept. Yeah. They would drop big dollars on. Yeah. But beyond that, I really want to do a lot more shorts. This like practice shorts. Like I was thinking about it today. I'm on my drive home because I drive an hour to work each day in traffic, so I have a lot of time to think to myself. Yeah. I was trying to think of video ideas and stuff like that, and I was like, I really want to do like tone shorts. Yeah. Just like a 4-minute thing of just like really trying to sell a tone. That's like this one's really fucking sad. Yeah. Or like this one's really like whatever. And it's like try and make like a little like 5-pager I can shoot in a day. And I really want to like try and like swing with it, like make it look really good. Yeah. Really plan out the shots. Make it a 2-day thing if I have to. Yeah. Just like really try and like make it look as high budget as possible. Yeah. Just because I really want to get better. But I don't want to fail. I don't want to get better on the ones that mean a lot to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, man. I'm the same way. Like, I'm like thinking of concepts of stuff that's going to be, because I want to shoot I'd like to shoot another, like my own short film this year. Start with one. Do it. Like, I want to do one solid, because I got, again, this year I still got some stuff. I'll be gone June, July, and then traveling a lot, at least April and May. And I'd like to shoot something in the fall. Okay. But I kind of want to, I don't know, like, but I'd love to just, like I said, shoot something maybe, before that. The thing is coming up with my own concept again, like kind of like something, and it is, you're like, what can we do in one room? Because we don't want like 10 locations. Yeah. That kind of thing, like testing. And again, and for me, it's like testing as well. So I'd love to do a car chase scene. That'd be fun. Yeah. Because you could pull that a lot of that off in a few locations. Yeah, like the interior, the Michael Bay, just shake the camera, fucking have a lot of lights going. Yeah. And it's like, you can tell, like, after a while, you're like, oh, yeah, it's a static. They're totally just whipping lights in front of them, all that shit.
I like to do, like, we'd, like, have a car on a trailer and, like, do a full rig. Rent a trailer rig for a day.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Be a fun one. Mm-hmm. I'd definitely do that.
Like dialogue and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and it's, like, just action stuff in general, so you can really get going.
Oh yeah.
You need like 35, 40, like really get that speed going.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
So like they're just on the back of a flatbed in that car.
Yeah.
So that you're actually like safely, they can like act to do stuff.
Yeah. Part of I'd love to team up. It's something that I know your guys' buddy does, and Chris does some visual effects. But I would really love to team up with somebody that knows their shit. Mm-hmm. Like remember that Star Wars guy I sent you? He was like Russian. I saw him on YouTube. He created like these sequences, and it was awesome. I mean, like he had just not Star Wars-esque, but like someone that we could be like, all right, we got no budget. Yeah, you're talented. You can like build us the highway so that we could maybe do some things that just quick inserts, like remember like Bad Boys, like they inserted the cars kind of like sometimes like quick little shots, like think of concepts that would be really cool that could fool the eye, that could help supplement. We're not gonna be flipping cars on 35W, right. But it would be fun to be like, what would be the challenge of we have to have a car chase on 35W and all we're getting is plates and all we're getting, you know what I mean, like real guerrilla. And how do you design that? Like you would really have to design that to get it down to the frame. I think you can do it.
Oh yeah, you definitely can do it.
Yeah.
People do it all the time.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. Well, I mean, even with like the bigger budgets, they're like, oh, we're gonna do this, and they got 20 cameras going, and they enter. But with like,
our buddy Peter, he was working on Safe House. Yeah, the Denzel Washington Ryan Reynolds.
Safe House, dude, I love Safe House.
He worked on that. And there was a scene where like a car crashes on a bridge. Yeah. So they did it practically, and then they're like, doesn't look real enough. Yeah. And they all replaced it with digital.
Nice. That's awesome. I love that movie. That was years ago. That was like 2013, 2012.
Yeah, he's been out there for like 8 years now.
Yeah.
9 years. He's been on the industry. Mm-hmm. Been busy.
That's the thing is I always want to meet up with him. Like it's just like his connections at least. Because I talked to Chris about it too. I'm like, like just to be like, what? Even if we like not farmed it out, but if we like showed them like, hey, do the cut, kind of like with James Cameron. I always think of James Cameron like the early days of CGI. Yeah. But when they shot Terminator 2, they shot the plates months before they shot the scene. Oh sure. Because they had to get and it matched perfect. I mean, dude, they went down to the frame, and it was flawless.
That's sick.
You know what I mean? Like, and so it'd be cool to do that where we would shoot and edit the film and be like, these to this frame. Yeah. What can you do for us for free? Like, you guys are all riggers, or like, who of your friends could be? We would give them like a few $100 to be like, how far can you finish this? And make it look decent enough.
Well, I think Chris can do most of that. Yeah. He's pretty good. Yeah. Like Chris is a lot better than he believes. Yeah. Like I threw him through a loop for mine because there was like one like phone replacement shot that just like
fucking, I saw that. Yeah,
it sucked. Like it was so hard for him to do. It was like the roto was so bad. Yeah, because like the screen was all fucked. Like I used a bad tracker and stuff. Like it was a nightmare for him. So he felt really bad. And like it looks fine in the aspect of the action in the grand scheme of things. It's just funny that he's like fuck. He spent like 3 days on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Just that
for 20 frames. Yeah.
Jesus.
And it still like looks like not the best. Yeah. Which I don't care. It does exactly what I want it to do. Yeah. It's a comedy, it's whatever. Yeah. And it's 20 frames. Yeah. So I'm like, oh no, sorry, it's 50 frames. It's like 2 seconds. So it's like nothing. Yeah. So it's like just move on with your life. Like it's okay. Yeah. Like he's like, no, it's like how am I supposed to do this dope shit if I can't do this? I'm like, well, this one's really hard.
It's like the simplest thing's the hardest fucking thing to do.
Yeah, well, it's like his hands in front of the entire time, so you can't actually track the phone and stuff like that. Basically, like his hand covers like over half the screen most of the time.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So it's just awful.
No, yeah, I see what. Yeah, I can definitely see why then. Okay. No, yeah, God, yeah, that's. I remember doing that stuff in film school. I was rotoscope, dude. I was tracking. I was balls deep into it. Like I could like get a scene and be like, all right, because I was tracking everything so much, dude. I'd track, retrack, started rotoscoping frames. To, like went to the frame, was like tracking to the frame to make sure it was like that it played smooth, and it was, dude, yeah. Sucked.
It does suck, man.
Sucked ass.
Yeah, I was gonna do another VFX shot for my short where like the first shot's like a zoom and pan down from the coffee shop sign that like the character leaves from, and I wanted to replace the sign with the name of the movie. Yeah. And I just did not have the time because like.
Oh, so it would be. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that for like when I like release it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because like that's what I wanted to have happen. It's just like to track it was kind of a bitch, and then it was also snowing. Yeah. So like I did have to to do that. I also had to recreate snow. To fall in front of the now fake sign. So you're like, oh.
Yeah, it would have been cool though to have that jib though, and do that as a full jib shot. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah.
Sure, that's what I wanted to do. But
it was
just so cold.
Yeah,
it was 6 degrees,
ungodly cold, and that. Yeah, we were out there. I was like, oh my god, like this sucks.
It was bad.
Yeah, but. No, it was cool though. You guys did a great job. Like I was thoroughly impressed by the final. Like the look of it, the feel of it. I was like, oh, this is solid. Like, solid.
No, it all really came together. Like luckily, I found just the right tracks to play for the music. Because I really kind of go with like a semi-80s-esque vibe, which I think the two main songs really kind of nail. Yeah. Like the first song and the song of the fight.
Yeah.
And then I threw on a fuckload of film grain on it too to really give it like that film look. Just because I really wanted to like just feel like this very timeless, weird kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So I drew a lot of it from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
It was like the big. I was like watching the show.
The show.
Yeah. And I was like, this is pretty great. Definitely want to make this. So I made like a 7-pager about that. Yeah. I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys. I thought you were going to do it. Insert a bullet shot into his arm. Like do like a.
No, I was trying to have no violence. I was trying to have no blood on screen.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have done you could have done the white powder poof.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it wouldn't be a blood splatter. It would just be like a bullet hit off of like a concrete and just use that. Yeah. I was like, oh, I bet they're gonna do that, and they guys didn't.
Yeah, that's like the one thing that didn't cut up together super well was that part, which kind of sucked. Mm-hmm. Just like the way between the 2 days and just like the way the actor moved just got different and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which kind of. Shit happens. Yeah, it sucks. Like there's like 4 shots, and then like, I wish I'd done that a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But like,
what about the time though? How much time? I mean,
we finished early on the last day, so I definitely had the chance.
No, I'm saying is the like in the edit bay, like taking a break and being like, have some eyes, be like, hey, let's play that. Maybe we cut it this way. Yeah, you know, like play with more.
That's kind of what we did. But it's like the way he moved after he got hit.
Yeah,
was like a big thing because I didn't want him to do a big theatrical over the top thing. So that's why like the secondary shot he's not moving around a lot.
Yeah.
And so like it just cut weird, so he's like going from like moving on to like lockdown.
Yeah.
It just feels kind of very, very strange. Mm-hmm. And then audio was a problem, but like we're in the basement.
With audio? Mixing the multiple different takes with like different
that was actually really easy. Because I mean Adobe has a synchronized button.
Yeah.
It's done. Nice. Scratch audio on all the cameras.
Yeah.
Super easy. Nice. That was like the hardest thing.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the noise floor of like the furnaces and stuff in the basement.
Oh,
so it's like ranging levels of
Oh shit. Okay.
So a lot of the like noise removal in post, but it's like such a loud thing that kind of muddies up the voices a little bit.
Okay.
So it's just like, what can you do on the day? Also, one of the mics was like transponding too hot. So it was receiving. It wasn't blowing out on the recorder.
Yeah.
But it was blowing out the receiving.
Oh shit!
Noise. Yeah. So like, one dude's audio in this lab was just useless.
Oh yeah.
So
fuck.
Which like you can't even tell on the day. Yeah. Like, because what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Well, did you guys run the boom though too?
Yeah. And so we used the boom for a lot of it, but like just that really loud, background noise. Yeah. Room tone.
Oh, excuse me.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pain of filmmaking, I guess.
Yeah, but no, it's I still really like it. Stand by it. I don't feel shame for making it.
No, no.
Like previous things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're like, oh,
yeah, yeah. Do you like film school stuff? You're like,
yeah. Oh, I definitely feel like it definitely felt like lightning in a bottle. I guess is a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
Well, because it was just like. It was like the 5 of us for crew.
Yeah.
Like, and the day before that, it was just 3 of us because I only had Jake for half the day.
Yeah.
So it's just very like I was moving lights and stuff and like trying to direct actors and I was ordering pizza and like ordering the food. And like, oh yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. And like I'll look like a jackass on my phone, not looking up.
Yeah. Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I really like that style of filmmaking. I want to do a lot more like that in general. So I like the idea of trying to like because we're not trying to make Hollywood movies. I'm just trying to make short films.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so half of them I want to make just do it just like I did that, and sometimes I want to do like the way you guys did, Robo Dave.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because I feel like having that big crew and like all the crates of gear and blah blah blah, all the C stands and making that magic and like having the big shot list and the script supervisor.
Yeah,
really so you can like really try hard. I guess.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with you. And that's what was nice about doing the Robo Dave was like really, so like doing all of that really was awesome and getting that experience for it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like what works as with a small crew, like how much can you push or how much? I mean, we shot 16 pages in 3 days. Like it was a fuck ton.
Yeah.
It was so much, dude. By the end, I got done around like. I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
By the I slept. I didn't even sleep. It's like one of those like you're so exhausted you don't even sleep.
Yeah.
Like you get shitty sleep and you don't get good sleep till like Monday night. So like it was just rough. Like I had to wake up to return gear and I felt like shit. Like I wasn't even drinking. I just like I felt like shit and I'm like God damn it.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before with like other type of training, but yeah, it's just but it was awesome to be like how much can we push it? What helps? Like God damn it helps having gaffers. Holy shit, like a person dedicated to audio, a person dedicated to the camera, a person dedicated to script supervising.
Yeah.
A person dedicated to helping with food. Like someone that's just going to be like, yeah, we got the food going, man. Or hey, it's on its way.
Yeah.
Just so you can check in. Someone that, people that can go help and then set up the next scene while you're working on the next, the one you're currently on. So all that like is awesome. Like that was super cool to see how much you can do, how many people it takes.
Yeah.
So you kind of like you really get a good number. You're like, this will work proficiently. This is what we have to do, and this is how many people we need.
Definitely love the multicam setup.
God, I love that.
It works. So we did it for Robo. That helped a lot for Robo Dave too.
It did, yeah.
And it helped a lot in our set too.
Yeah.
They went we had all 3 running. Really nice.
I forgot there was 3 running.
Yeah. I only ended up using like yours 2 mostly. I used mine for like part of one shot just to establish where they end up in the scene.
But just having 3, like it was funny because I'm like 2 is more than enough, and I was like, God damn, it'd be great to have 3 angles. Like one her, one him, and then the wide. It
is nice. Yeah.
And then we'll go do a different, switch over. But I was like, Jesus, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how good. And like you may not have been using it, but just knowing the coverage is there. Like RoboDave, it definitely helped because they started like they're like, oh man, and like right away they're like, so glad we did this because one, it's going to take way more time to get the coverage, but then you can get magic in the right take maybe maybe it doesn't who knows, but you have things to work with, and that's awesome. And I was like, God, that's great. Like it was so pumped we shot. And then yours as well.
Yeah,
like
helps a lot.
Helps so much.
I don't think I can go back.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
I was like, oh man, thank God.
Dude. And the other thing too is like also we use the production monitor.
Yeah.
You do not want to go back.
It's very nice.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, dude, just have, and then especially running multicam, do not want to be on a set unless there's a monitor. Like, cause it's so, it's everybody can catch things, and or you're just making sure framing and how it looks is like it's just awesome. Like you're just like, I think I got the focus. But then like they did a punch-in on because it's 4.6K and they did a punch-in, and I'm like, that looks. He's like, yeah, it's a punch-in. I'm like, that looks fucking good. And I was like, I've never seen a digital punch-in that looks good. And I was like, that looks like a whole different shot. And he's like, yeah, well, it helps when you're in focus and. Like I was like, yeah, because you never. It always looks weird. You can always kind of see how it's not.
Well, we use so we both use the Sigma Art Series, which are like almost like clinically sharp lenses.
Yeah.
Which helps a lot with stuff like that for sure. Especially with the 4.6K, it's like beyond a night and day difference from like how my Pocket 4K looks.
Oh, from okay.
It's it blows my mind how much they like just insanely look better and like how sharp they really are.
Yeah.
Like I wish I just used a 4.6K for my entire shoot.
Yeah.
Instead of the Pocket.
Yeah. No, yeah, and that's the thing is like they did that. And I was like, oh, this is great. So because I hate doing like, oh, we'll just digitally because they said that for years. Like, well, you just frame it, then you can punch him. Like, that's not how you make films. You get the frame that you want. There's no that's typically for like interview shit. But when they're on a Hollywood movie, not go, let's just shoot wide, everybody, and then we'll do punch-ins for close-up. Like, no, that's not how this goes. Like, you do your close-up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I punched it a couple times on mine, and it
looked good.
Looked really good.
Yeah.
It helps to have that that 2.0, that 2.0 with the NDs and stuff like that. So like when you punch in, the background is blurry, so it looks like an 85 millimeter.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I did a couple punch-ins. I even did a zoom in.
Did you really?
I did a
digital zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And it looks great. Looks perfect. Yeah. Looks like a great zoom.
So fun fact, not changing the subject, but within the realm, I may be getting a 6K soon.
Oh, you're going to get pocket 6K?
Yeah.
Dude, worth it.
So, we'll spin it back around to filmmaking again. So, I ended up getting in touch with a foundation that takes guys with like Purple Hearts and stuff like that, and they take them scuba diving for like therapy. Nice. So contacted them, found it on Facebook feed. Long story short, contacted the foundation, the guy, the president, and it ends up being a guy that I actually served with in Iraq.
Wild.
3rd Battalion, 3rd Marines, and I didn't know him, but he was an H&S company, and I was Lima company. Okay. And I was like, and then I started seeing pictures of him on Facebook. I was like, I was like, you look so, because we talked on the phone eventually, looks so familiar. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, yeah, I was H&S. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw you when we got back, because I was an H&S company when I went to Snipers, and then they switched us over, et cetera. But we were an H&S company. So anyway, so I was like, that's crazy. So we ended up talking for a long time, and I was like, hey, so basically I'm donating my time and my gear and effort. So the thing is, though, I was like, but I can't pay for my way down. Like, I can't donate, like, hey, out of my own pocket. Yeah. So he was like, absolutely not. We'll have you down. Like, you're not going to pay. Especially since I am a Purple Heart veteran, so like, it helps, like with being like, yeah, come on down. But then I showed him my work, and he was like super pumped. I work with Jared Allen on their editing and all that stuff, and
like the Homes Viking,
oh, nice. Homes for Heroes. I worked on it for a few years. A few of his edits. He shows when they show it, and then they get money and donations. So I worked on those edits, so anyway, long story short, he's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, that stuff's expensive. And he's like, yeah, they had a Facebook crew come out, like Facebook hired these people to come out and do a story on the foundation, and they had the high-end gear, and it looks great. I've seen the Facebook video, and they just left. They shot it and they left. And he was like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, shit's expensive. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I got some underwater stuff, but it's not gonna be that. I was like, if you could cover rental, because I can't do out-of-pocket rental, because that'll be like $1,500 just in rentals. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I know Semper Fi Fund, which is a fund I've heard about for a long time. Again, long story short, contact them. We're all talking, and they may be getting me a grant for this gear. And it's so not only is it
just to buy or to rent?
No, to buy. Like, they're giving it to me. Like, it'll be like mine.
Sick.
And so it comes with I kind of did everything up. I'm like, hey, this is good. I was like, I left out some things because just the package is too expensive. Mm-hmm. And so the biggest things I left out are lights. And I was like, you're gonna need lights underwater eventually, eventually. But I was like, I can work with it. But I was like, and I was trying to do the whole DSLR thing. I was like, should I get a camera? Should I get the new Canon? But that's expensive, like the 1DX3, because it shoots raw. But then I was like, that's $6,000. I was like, that's a lot of money. It's new. It's not even out yet. I was like, the new ESR 5's coming out, but I don't know. So this was like 2 weeks ago. I put in for it. And I was like, and then part of me was like, well, you're a videographer. You're not a photographer.
Just do video.
Just do video. Just stick to one thing. And immediately I was like, pocket 6K. Low ISO performance.
Yeah.
6K.
Dual ISO.
Yeah, dual ISO. Exactly. Dual ISO, low light, which is perfect for underwater. Yeah. Raw, 6K. Yeah. 48 frames. It does 50 frames, but I can do 48. Yep. Super 35 sensor. Yeah. So I put it all in, and so like the housing itself is like $4,000. So the camera is $2,500. Yeah. The housing is $4,000.
Oh yeah. Well, because it's a mostly touchscreen camera.
Yeah, yeah. And so but it also like, and then small HD monitor because of the way your look. So I got that. That was $3,000. It was $2,000 just for the housing on that. So when it all said and done, the housing, the gears, the lens. So it's going to be a Canon 18. It's
18-35.
No, sorry. It's going to be a Canon APS-C because it's not a full frame lens, but it's a fisheye 8mm to 15 millimeter.
Okay.
Because you're underwater. He's like, this is what everyone uses. He's like on every and I was like, oh, it's a Super 35 sensor, so it'll be great. And it's an EF mount.
Yeah.
And it's like stupid. It's like I think it starts at 3.5 or 4.0 f. You know, but he's like, it's tack sharp. He goes, we don't shoot wide open. We shoot at 8. He's like, so when you go, because I don't know anything about this realm, so I was asking the people at Backscatter who are putting the package together.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you shoot? And he goes, we shoot at f8 minimum. He goes, you need everything sharp. And he goes, everything will be sharp with the exception of like maybe a few inches in front of your camera. Because that's how underwater works. Yeah. But he said, though, they have recreated an 18 to 35 Sigma. He goes, people love that. And they've actually created a lens, like a different type. They said taken it apart, so it's made for underwater. And it's like $4,000. He goes, people are starting to use it for like underwater cinematography for like film. Yeah. He's like, not so much nature wildlife. He's like, and it's awesome. He's like, I was like, oh, cool. That's $4,000. So you take that basically what we paid $600 for, and they turned it into $4,000. But it's specifically built for underwater stuff.
Did you see that Cinemechanic thing I sent you earlier?
Yeah.
Have you heard about those before?
Yeah, I did. You showed me before, and I looked up.
It's like
$1,500 for the
$1,500, but it's just a modified Sigma art. But they declick the iris, and it's all manual with an aluminum body and the 111 millimeter front. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, I know. And well, then you sent me the other one. Like for some, I was like, I don't remember the 50 to 100 being $5,000.
They're both usually like $4,000. I think it's like $1,000 for that case it comes with.
Yeah, that's weird because I was like $10,000.
They're both like
I was
4,000.
Because I've looked at those extensively. I'm pretty sure it was
the T2s,
3,000 or 4,000 a piece. But
Cinezoom, that's like the cheapest Cinezoom you can buy.
Yeah, 1835 is amazing. Yeah. It's the 50 to 100 rack focus. It's like
both this, but
they still look good though. They still look great.
Yeah.
Even the Cines are rough. Yeah,
that's like one thing I really want to do. Though is like this summer, I really want to rent an Alexa Mini for a weekend from Cinequipped. And like
I'd go in on it with you on that one.
A couple primes, and it's like I really want to shoot something with that good.
Yeah, that good. and like Cena always on. They're like, "What's the difference?" I'm like, "You go on the video, it's like
night and day.
Even from like our Ursa,
you
know, and even from like I'm sure Reds too. Yeah, but like
I think Reds don't look that good.
Well, I think it's still. I mean, Reds. I think it's always still the depth though of it. Like you're getting a lot of information. Yeah. Like it's more than what our Ursas have, but our Ursas are getting a shitload of information data too.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so that's what I think people like the Reds, but I like the Ursa because we can get 99% of what we need, or 95. Like, and that's fine for anything right now. I mean, when people are running around with, you know, mirrorless on gimbals and doing all sorts of crazy shit. I mean, it's is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
But even shooting, like, you can tell the difference though with a 4.6K, you know, ProResed up or like, you can definitely tell. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, at the very least, I'd like to do an anamorphic shoot.
Oh God, dude.
Or even with the 4.6Ks.
I was gonna say I would go in with you because I looked at the new Atlases.
Sure.
And they're supposed to be getting them at Cinequipped, and I was talking to him. He goes, "Yeah, we ordered them like 3-4 months ago, but they're back ordered because they're just can't keep up with the orders." And he's like, and it's like we just pay for one day, we get them all weekend. I was like, and I started looking up all the anamorphics, and they're 2.0 anamorphics. I mean, that bitch is wide. Like, I was kind of like, oh man. And then I was like, maybe I should just do 1.3, you know, because it's. I mean, 2.0.
2.0 is super wide.
Super wide.
I think 1.3 is fine. I know, any EF anamorphic I'd be happy with. For sure.
Yeah. But it's so wide, and you're like, I was like, oh, it's almost a little too wide.
It's all about that bokeh life.
Yeah.
At that point.
And like, that flare.
Yeah. Flares, oh man, it'd be a lot of fun. But, I would like to try and do like closer, like I love doing the running gun setup, and I like having that available to me. Because that's pretty much how I have it set up. Because I'm going to be getting a Crane 3.
Okay.
With my Pocket 4K. Yeah. And my wireless follow focus and all that, so I can like basically eliminate the camera department.
Yeah.
And have just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's the goal. But I also would like to be able to like have the setup to like make the rig and like have like the big beefy boy for like the studio thing.
Yeah.
For like the bigger projects that we want to do, because I'd love to be able to have that repeatability and like get that movement every time. Get that shot every time.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm with you. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's the biggest difference between like what my Crane 3 and Pocket 4K versus like the Ursa can do.
Yeah.
Is like just repeatability. Like if you're on tracks in a tripod with a cart, like you're hitting that move every time.
Yeah, and that's
guaranteed.
And that's the thing too is like I with Robo Dave, like there are times I'm like, this is why we need a track. You can't even gimbal this. You know, like part of me is like, you need a track.
Yeah.
Because so you can hit your marks and you can get everything in focus and you can get the right move. Because I did the moves like handheld. I'm like, even if we had a gimbal, I was like, this isn't going to work with the gimbal.
Yeah.
And it's so, again, that comes down to like, all right, then who are you going to dedicate? Then it's like, if you have the money to, or if you have whatever, be like, hey, you two, you're not going to do fuck all, but set up track. Yeah. That's it. You know, and you don't even have to get like the giant nice ones. You can just get like just the track and the cheap Matthews and then, you know, you don't have to get like the 500-pound. Yeah. Which still, I looked up rental on those. Not that much. It's only like $300 for the weekend. Yeah. You know, so but they're so heavy. You're like, like get that shit around.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it'd be a lot of fun. I would like to really, really produce and do something like that with like a big budget. Yeah. Even if it is like me just swinging for the fence with my own money, like I'm fine with that. I'm willing to do that.
Same.
There's a couple things that I'm willing to do for sure. But like I definitely want to try and do as many micro shorts as I can, like those tone shorts I was talking about. I'll be able to do as many of those as I can. I'd like to even really try and do like one a week. Yeah. And just like pay the actor like $200, like get an actor, pay a sound guy. Yeah. Just always pay a sound guy. Yeah. Because it's the hardest thing I can't do.
Yeah. No, dude, sound is absolutely.
So like hire a sound guy, give him like a shitty rate because that's all I can afford. Yeah. But like, so I spend like $500 every weekend or whatever, or every other weekend. Probably every other. It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
But like, I can just do that and just like try and just make just like little micro shorts. Yeah. Just try and get better at telling that story, figuring out exactly what shots I want, composition, tone, music, sound effects, Foley. Yeah. That's all the stuff that falls short every time. Yeah. For like from am to pro pretty much. Yeah. Just like this, like Chris was really pushing me to do like soundscapes on mine. So like I didn't initially, but like now I have like in my short, like there's like cars driving past and little honks and like when they're in their car and like you hear kind of like just like voices, traffic, stuff like that. Yeah,
which people do professionally in their everyday lives. Like, cause people, they go, take care of sound now. I'm gonna go to lunch for the next week. Or, you know, I'm gonna bug out for the next week. I want to see what you got when I get back. Yeah.
So like I wanted to try and do that more, just because like it really helps it sound pro. Yeah. Because if you're not good, it sounds like you just have shit audio.
Yeah, exactly. And those guys are, I mean, and even like having the right music, the right tone, like, dude, that changes everything. Yeah. Like, you know, and yeah, I mean, we've all learned this in film school, and that's why, you know, like even short films are like, it all came together. I'm like, well, you still paid people to do sound. You still paid people to do the music. You still paid, like, you're still, you know, when they're like, oh, we did it all ourselves. I'm like, well, somebody somewhere was talented enough to take each department. Otherwise, this would suck ass. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, there's some audio kid that just, it like said lightning in a bottle, but you guys had lightning in a bottle lined up for everybody. Because all it took was one shit kid that couldn't do audio and your film's fucked. Yeah. You know, and they're like, and then we would never have known your name.
Yeah,
that, you know,
that's where it's at. Yeah. So luckily, Chris has the thumb on the pulse of a good sound guy who just likes to do sound. So he's willing to do it for, if not free, really cheap for us, which is super dope. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to get better. I want to get better at everything, and I want every movie I make to get better at something.
Yeah. No, I'm with
you. I just want to start doing. Yeah. I'm done with the whole sitting in a basement talking about it.
Yeah, no,
Even though we're sitting in a basement talking about it.
Yeah, as we sit here and talk about it. No, I'm with you. The same thing. Like, I absolutely said I was going to do podcasts. I'm doing the podcast. Yeah. To have the YouTube channels, it's slow, but it's on the YouTube channel. Yeah. You know, but I definitely want to go out and shoot. And and I'm good to the point too. I'm like, all right, well, I got to make time during the day, or not even make time, but be like, what should I go and shoot? Even I just drive around with the camera hanging out the window. Yeah. What, you know, just doing something to help improve and like test and do, or even if it's testing, like I really want to do low light testing, like, and you know, just be like, what can we get? What can we cheat? What can you, you know, like what, even though it's not a visual effects, we can turn it into something that, oh, I've done that before. Yeah. Because you fucked around with it, you know, like stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I also want to get really good at resolve.
Yeah. God.
Really want to get good at color.
I should. I'm a cinematographer, so I should
get good at color. Well, I mean, for how powerful that stuff is.
Yeah.
So you can like just isolate just the skin tones and shift just the skin tones in that program like pretty easily.
Yep.
Which is like disgusting.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys like I can self-learn, but I would pay for like a 1 week workshop where I physically go somewhere and they start from day 1 and day 5 you're working with not your footage but other footage to be like, this is how much you can do. This is how powerful. And like I know it is. Just show me. Like when I went to film school, like I studied film for 10, 15 years, and I went to film school for 2, and I learned more in 2 years than I did just watching DVD commentaries. You need to sometimes be taught. Like I need to be taught.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, I read it on the internet, now I'm suddenly the best fucking guy around. Like no, you have to go. Like, and that's what I'd like to do with Resolve. Like if they had like a 2, 3, 4 day workshop, not even online. I would love to see if they have a workshop I would physically go to. And every day for 8 hours a day, they're like, step 1, open the project all the way to day 3 or 4, somewhat advanced settings. Because then you can, at least in my own head, I could, and now I can isolate skin tones and I'm not just fucking trying to press buttons. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah. You know, like I understand. And I get the node, like I've watched enough video where I'm like, oh, I get that. That's super cool. Right. You know, but just, that's just me. But
yeah, that's stuff I really want to get better at. I just want to make dope shit, dude. Yeah. It's like, I feel like we can. Yeah. There's nothing stopping us.
No, there's not. No.
Literally, there's no law against it.
No, there isn't. There's no law against making dope shit.
So it's just like I've ran out of excuses. Yeah. So like,
I'm with you.
Yeah. So I just have to do it now.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, so I really want to
we don't, I mean, especially nowadays, we all have like light, like between me and Chris, we have like 3 fucking high-end cameras. Yeah. Shit, like bunch of high-end lights, computers, editing machines. Yeah.
I'm about to buy
literally a podcast studio, like where there's no
We're about to buy about to buy an F6, the Zoom F6.
Oh.
With that float audio. Have you heard about that?
Like the the bigger one?
Yeah, so it has
that's like
it has 6 imports like that big.
Yep.
But it has 32-bit float audio.
What's that?
Basically means it can never be too quiet and it'll never peak.
Wow.
It's like insanely powerful.
Wow. Yeah, that's the one with like, it's like that, or it's like a square
like the
box.
6 knobs in the front. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those. So that's the F6? I thought that was an F8.
That's F6.
F6? Okay.
Yep, 32-bit float audio. So it's like...
Those aren't that bad either. Those are only like
$600.
$600. Yeah.
So it's like, that's a good chunk, but like, it basically like for client work, it's going to... You no longer have to worry about audio.
You just like plug it in. Like,
you plug it in and then you're set.
Yeah,
like just and you just listen to make sure the mic doesn't drop.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's designed to like fit underneath your camera, so you just like can't like put that there.
Oh, boom. That one. Yeah, because there's the next one. Isn't the F8 the next one?
Yeah, that's like almost like the one that we had in film school, like what goes fits nice in a sound.
Yeah, it's
bag.
like it's like this kind of big, and it. Yeah.
F6 is like that big.
Yep.
And it has like tiny knobs and like you can screw onto your tripod.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. So, I consider getting that one.
Yeah, only that one has the float audio, and it's like, ooh.
How come the other one? How come the F8
new.
does?
F6.
Oh, it's new. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so it's like it's like the next level shit, man.
Yeah.
Like it does not replace the sound guy. There's no replacement for a good sound guy.
Oh god.
This is just for interviews and stuff. Like where like it helps cover your ass. Way more than anything else.
Yeah. What about time code? Does it have time code?
It can have time code. Yep.
Okay, good.
You can also have Bluetooth adapt, so you can do a Bluetooth time code.
Yeah. Because that's my next little thing I want to do.
You don't need time code.
Yeah, I want to do time code.
You don't need it.
Don't tell me what I can.
Adobe has a synchronize button. You just hit synchronize and it does it.
I know. I'm just saying it would be cool to be like, oh, it's all time code. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But then also, what's another like? I just want to start goofing around with weird shit. The Rode Wireless Go also is a thing I want to get.
Rode Wireless what?
It's like the super small wireless lav mic system.
Oh, okay.
It's like they're this big. I'm not even shitting you.
Yeah.
It's like a zero latency.
Oh, the Go. Yeah, this little square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I looked at buying one.
We're gonna get a couple of those probably, at least one for sure. Because this is nice to for action stuff. That way it's not gonna break our fucking fancy labs.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And then also if you're not using that for a lab, you can use it as zero latency reference audio. So the director can listen in.
Yeah.
Without being next to the sound guy.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out as many ways as to be a one-man band if I have to is possible.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep condense it all into one backpack.
Yep.
And I'm almost there. I'm
yeah.
fucking so close.
So close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is I think about when I'm going down to Honduras for this shoot. I was like, I want to do slider stuff.
Yeah.
And I might be buying an old Rhino Arc, even though it's only this long, because I want to be able to do that parallel. Because that's just quality, man. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, and the new Arc costs like $1,400.
Yeah.
But I saw
really
somebody
nice,
but you can't find the old one. And like, even though I rented it twice now for my wedding and then Josh's wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll buy it used. I don't care. And I don't care how, I mean, I hope it's good, but I don't need it to be like spot on. Like I just need it to, I can reset and do whatever. I just want it to be able to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah. It's one of those deals where I'm like,
I like that Arc too, though. It looks pretty good.
oh, Jesus. Ryan bought one. Got it at the studio. Yeah. He was playing with it. I got to meet up with those guys again here soon. And he bought it, and I was like, oh, shit. And he bought a Mavic 2 Pro as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, someone made bank this year. And but that Rhino Arc 2, man, just looks. I mean, like, obviously technology has gotten better over the last 3-4 years, but goddamn, like, you can just show up and be like, beep, 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 cool, let's rock and roll. Like, compared to what it used to be, like, they had an old Parallax Kessler that was not motorized, or it was motorized, but not like pan and tilt, so you had to like set a second bar that would then turn it physically, even though there was a belt. Yeah, dude, it was called like second shooter, but it was massive. Even, you know, this was like 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's imagine like where were we like 10 years ago, 2010. The Red One was dominating,
dude,
the indie space.
It blew my mind. I was in the Marine Corps, and I remember seeing in 2008, because that's when I got back from my second deployment, and they announced the Red One, and it game changer. I was on the Red One website all the time. I was like, oh my god,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
You know, and they're like digital.
And now I got that Pocket 4K, which is the same resolution as the fucking Red One.
Yeah.
And like has almost the same dynamic range.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as good. I'm not saying it's like even a Red One still slaps.
Yeah.
Which,
it does.
Yeah. Even like the RE like classics.
Yeah.
We talked about that multiple times. It's like, dude, they're like $4,000. Let's do it.
I know. Well, yeah, because Potato Jet did it, and it was funny too because before he did that YouTube episode, for like the last 3 years, I have looked on eBay for Alexa Mini or Alexa Classics that are 1080.
Yeah.
And they have like,
but they do like 120. 120
oh, they do. Yeah, they do.
Like the one that he got for like $6,000 or whatever is like 120 frames at 1080.
Yeah, at 1080. Yeah,
or
and they're
2K.
not even.
It can do 2K.
But it's 2K across the board. Like, it's not even 4K.
Yeah,
which is totally cool.
Yeah,
but the dynamic range, dude,
dynamic range, that color science.
Yeah,
dude.
It
looks good.
You know how heavy those fucking things are. I know. You beat a man to death with it.
Right?
It's like, they're like, I'm pretty sure the body, now granted I've never held one, pretty sure the body's like 20 pounds. Like, it just, because it's so huge. Dense.
It has a shoulder mount built into it.
Yeah. It's not even like the Ari Amira, you know, it's like meant for you. It's like, dude, this thing is not meant for this. Even though it's there, not really meant to be doing that.
Put a t-shirt on for padding.
Yeah. It's like, it's supposed to be like short periods of time, and then you put it back on a tripod. This isn't like something you just run around all day with.
Yeah.
But no, absolutely, dude. And it's like you slap it on. Are they PL? I don't think they are.
Mounts,
it's all PLs.
You can Potato Jet changed his to an EF. You can buy a mount kit.
Oh, I'm sure you could. Yeah. Just
so it's like
yeah.
But yeah, like I'd love to. I really want to try and do like a very small short and spend all the money on just gear.
Yeah.
And just to see like, because like Chris and I has always had the phrase of talking about like basically sorry, swallowing. Like the Reds and REs are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
They're such good stuff. But like, do we possess the skills to harness that?
Yeah.
Because like we can definitely harness the skills and like the stuff that like the 4.6K has to offer.
Yeah.
But like, can we actually utilize?
Yeah.
Like, are we that talented? Are we that good? Because like, for a long time, probably not.
Yeah.
Like, no one really is.
Yeah.
These pros use it because they're pros.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't give a fucking like a kid like a first year student in RE, it's not gonna look that great. It'll look good because it's an RE, but it's not gonna be like, wow, that looks like a movie.
Yeah.
Because like it's like it comes to like the like, oh, what's the difference between like an indie and a pro? And it's everything.
Yeah.
It's the set.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lights. It's the gear. It's literally every single step of the way.
Yeah.
And so like, and I feel like I'm at a point where I know enough actors to get a pretty good actor. Mm-hmm. Like pretty great actually.
Yeah.
I would say like most of them can do pretty well. Mm-hmm. Because like they all got to start somewhere, and I think there's a lot of good acting talent here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I can probably get a pretty good set depending on what I'm trying to do for like a decent price. Like I can get a good sound guy. I can get a good costume.
Yeah.
Can I make it look like a movie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like can I look at it and go, that looks like cinema?
Yeah.
Now, there's like 1 or 2 shots in this last short. I'm like, that's got that movie look.
Yeah, there was.
So it's like
when I saw your guys' stuff, I was like, "Yep, that's a movie look."
Yeah,
that's a movie look. And
so
then
like,
there's only like maybe one shot in mine.
Yeah,
where I was like, it's them sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
I was like, that's lifetime, at least lifetime quality. And I was like, there's one shot.
Exactly.
That's it. That's like the whole shoot. One shot of God knows how many setups.
That's what I'm saying.
One shot.
Like, I can get there now.
Yeah.
But I really, which means can I get a 5-pager? Just 5 pages.
Yeah.
Of like 2 people in a room talking.
Yeah.
Can I make it boring fucking short, but make it look like a movie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's like one of my biggest challenges this year.
Yeah.
Like one of my personal challenges. I really want to make something look like a movie.
Yeah.
Like, not like, oh, it looks like a Lifetime. Like, I want to like
a movie.
Oh, this could look like it's in theaters. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. I want to do the same thing.
So I know we can achieve like TV quality.
Yeah.
I'm very confident at this point. Like we can I can make it look like a CW show.
Yeah.
And stuff like the stuff that Chris and I want to do really kind of ends up falling in that space usually. Yeah. Of like the high concept, high stuff, whatever. Did it just turn off on you?
Yeah, one might have. I don't know. No, actually, no. It's still going. It's still green.
All right, this is angry. I really think I know we can do that. So I want to try and make something that looks like a movie, along with everything else we're doing. So we're doing some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like we want to do. Like I really want to do something that involves dragons, really bad.
That I think I'm with you, but I want to see not just the proof of concept of the short, but I need to see a render fully done.
Oh yeah.
Of like a 2 seconds to be like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So that's the plan. I want to do like 3 minutes of like involving a dragon.
Yeah.
And like an actor on a set involving like petting that fucking green pillow.
Yeah.
And I want to like then combat a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to look like a movie.
Yeah.
That a really good dragon would make it look like a movie.
Yeah. That's awesome. No, I'm with you. I think,
so
I guess I should.
We're swinging big this year. 2020 is a big year for Chaos Magic for Chris and I.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Very excited to have you help out when you can.
Yeah. I mean, I'm free now.
You're free right now, but like, what we're trying to
what sucks is that it does blow.
You're gone pretty much all the nice weather time.
Yeah, June, July, and then I'm going to be gone for like, during the winter, I'll be gone probably 3 months for sure, maybe 4, possibly 5.
Well, then this fall, I'm getting married, so like I don't have exactly time to do that.
No, exactly, dude. And that's how I felt. Like people were like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Dude, I couldn't tell you the last 6 months until I literally this week when I finished moving in, and like even last week I was like, I'll get a podcast up next week. Fuck no. You know what I did all day? I ran around. I was in the house all day, all week, getting the house straightened up. So like basically it's livable. You know, like, and that's what I did. That's all I did last week. That's why people were like, I was like, yeah, I'll do one. I was telling everybody, I'll have you guys over next week or last week. It didn't happen. But as soon as everything got set up, I'm like, gotta fucking do it. Gotta drop the hammer, get the podcast going again. And I'm with you though. Now I am honestly free to do whatever. Nice. Now is like my grind time of like networking, because I'm trying to rebuild my network, because I with my old clients and like, or with Superbird, like, and all that stuff, it's kind of fallen to the wayside, because even Adam's off back in Wisconsin.
Guys is doing like a bunch of like, he's mostly topographical stuff now, right?
Well, he's in Wisconsin, man. Just sheer geographically, he's kind of starting over. He like, so he's spending more time with the family, and that's where I did most of my editing with them. That's where I made most of my money. But now that's like, kind of poofing away, so I need to get my own network just through my own clients. Like I was working through them, they had their clients, and that was plenty of work for me because they didn't edit like I did. And cam op as well as some other stuff. I did mostly editing, but now it's like, now I do have to get out and be like, all right, I gotta get my people that contact me directly. And so I'm like started where Chris was 2 years ago. Essentially, that's where I am. Luckily, I have other sources of income, but like it's still and all the gear.
You go back to Amazon.
Was it? Oh God, no! Actually, I couldn't. I don't think I could work for him because I missed too many fucking spots. That was like,
you blew it off.
I blew it off. Like you would like, dude, you're on a time, which was fine. But then I'd be like a minute late, or I didn't, or like the GPS wouldn't work right. Like I'd hit the spot, like, is this? And then it would be like, oh, you missed it. You got penalized. I'm like, motherfucker, I was here for like a minute and it wasn't, it was weird. Anyways, I remember getting penalized enough where, Amazon, of course, an Amazon Flex is not,
How are you making money now then?
I have my VA rating, which is paying for the mortgage and paying for, and then I do drill. So I make like
enough. I don't need numbers. I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, I make it very comfortable. Oh, I shouldn't say very comfortably. It's enough to
spend
not to destroy my marriage.
That's fair.
Not enough to where I don't feel like a piece of shit. I pull my own weight and not destroy my marriage.
I'm mostly pull my own weight.
Yeah.
I pay my rent.
Yeah.
I pay my part of rent.
Yeah, exactly. See, for me, like I pay, and also too my perks. Literally, this is like 15 years in the making. You know, like everything I did in the middle, everything I got out, all my experience. It all
comes to this.
It all comes to this of buying a home and keeping my wife happy. No, it's the other thing too is like I bought the gear. I mean, you know what I mean, like because it was like a year and a half ago. I didn't have fuck all. Like I didn't have like even my camera sucked. I didn't have lenses. And whereas now it's like there's like I'm with you. There's no excuse. I have the lenses. I have the camera. I have the good stuff too, not like lights, and we have a place to edit, and we have a place to do podcast. I mean, like we are
got it all
much spoiled. Like I even bought a damn RAID drive. Like it's like I'm ready to fucking rock, and that's why I'm with you. I think now I finally, even after you got off deployment in July, like this week is literally like the week I'm like, game on.
Yeah.
Now it's game on. All that shit of like more of the personal stuff in the last 6 months, getting married, house, even like Christmas and holidays, and like getting the business back up and running. Like I didn't get gear till I've only had the gear for like a month and a half.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it hasn't been long.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah. So it's just I'm super pumped. I'm like with you guys. Like that's what I'm like. Just fucking
Chris is
slam it.
He's stayed busy, which is shocking. Because like usually he gets real slow around this time of year.
Yeah.
But he has enough clients to where like he's been doing a lot of the traveling stuff, which is sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm definitely trying to do some specs.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to prove that I can do stuff. Because I've never proven that I could do stuff. I've just said I could by talking shit on the internet. Now I gotta own up to it.
Yep. Now it's time to rubber meets the road for you.
Apparently.
Yeah. No, you guys did good on that short, and that's what I mean. I feel it feels good to get back in the groove and like just like work with you guys and be like, all right, because it's fun. It's one thing to like just be in the community, but it's another. I still think filmmakers are different from corporate people, or still different from a different mentality. Like we really still, like I was talking with Eric, and I'm like, yeah, it's still $100 million films. Like that's not like it. I haven't given up that end goal. Like, and that's the career path. You know, like it isn't like I hope I make enough money. Like hope I make enough money. You know, like
where I'm at too.
You know, where you can have a good living. It's not like, I just want to take a job as a video production at like 3M, or something, which would be great because it pays well. But now I'd be like, that's fine, and I'll just ride it out for 30 years and retire. It's like, no, that's not the end goal.
I think even that, like, as long as I can do what I want to an extent when I want. It's like if someone's like, you'll make enough money to make short films the rest of your life, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I love making short films.
Yeah.
I love that. Like that amount of entertainment. I love pushing myself to try and like trim a story down as much as I can. So I mean, like that. Otherwise, you get like a 16-page fucking short film, and this is like for something that should be 7 minutes. And like Rubberneck's great.
Yeah.
So made their lives a lot harder.
Yeah.
By making a 16-page short.
Yeah.
And they're like, mine was 5.5.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got down like 6:55.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could probably still trim like another like 5 seconds off, like I was saying, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, let's make some specs this week. I'm free.
This week?
Yeah. What are you
I can do it. I can do it during the day.
Yeah. Well, I work. I have a day job.
Okay. Well, I actually do shooting stuff actually all 3 days this week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't pay, I don't think.
That's the thing too.
That's a whole other conversation.
Oh my god, yeah.
It'll pay, but it doesn't pay a lot. But they're only 1 hour. It's just 1 hour. So it just kind of, I shouldn't say it shoots my night. It's like 6 to 7 every night. So it kind of like fucks my night up.
Yeah.
But
we can figure this out
next week though. Yeah, next week. I'm free next week. Yeah.
I'm probably free. I don't even know anymore. I haven't been told I'm busy yet by the fiance. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Same with the wife. Same way.
Dude, it's like I just like gave up control of my life at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I just got to make sure we like get stuff on the calendar, otherwise she gets mad.
Right. Let me tell you this: how much of the wedding planning was it? Did she ask you for your opinion when she just wanted to hear one out loud so she could decide for herself?
A lot. But I also, though, at the same time, though, like, I did have a lot of input. Like, we did. Yeah. I fought hard for that open bar. The venue, like, we looked at a few venues. I mean, like, it will always come down to her decision as, like, default. But there's definitely stuff that we not fought on, but, like, you know, we decided the venue together. We love the venue, so we got the venue together. I looked at another venue that was way cheaper. It was like we could do a lot more with food. I loved it. She was like, nope. I'm like, okay, you know, and it was like half the cost.
Yeah.
But we did the yeah. I mean, you know, but again, though, that's the plan that she does, though. I mean, that's what girls do.
Yeah.
That's what women do. You know?
Women be like,
women be like, we love weddings. Yeah. But it really is because honestly, like, any guy like isn't really into the planning. It's more of like, make sure my friends are there.
Yeah.
Make sure the booze is good to go. Honestly, I don't know what I mean. The songs. Yeah. You know, like I fought for the Blood of Kook Helen. Everybody came in. I fought for that one.
Yeah.
That came down to that wasn't even printed on the
like the program.
The program that was not printed on the program. That was a straight up like the day before. I won that one.
That's funny.
And I mean, like, even like it was more of like, because I knew she was planning it and she wanted to have everything, but it will be because I mean, I'd be like, hey, do you like this? She'd be like, yeah, I like that. But kill. That's it. And if you don't honestly like something, like they'll bend, like they'll be like, oh yeah, that's okay. Then we'll rearrange it to what you'll like.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's just funny because like half the time, like, because I said the phrase "I don't care" probably one or too many times. So I'd be like, oh, like, how do you feel about like this candle?
Yeah.
Man, that's so low on my bar of things that I need to I'm worried about for this wedding.
But it's not I don't care. It's like, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
that's it. That's why I wasn't like I don't care. It's just it looks good.
I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. Yeah. And then she'd be like, well, do you not like it? I'm like, it's fine. It's a candle, man. I don't know what to tell you. And then like you'd be like, and then she'd be like, if you want to get it, she's like, well, if you don't like it, I'm not going to. I'm like, that's not in any way what I said.
See, for me, it was just like, yeah, it looks good. Because I knew I was going to have that argument. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care. It does look good.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It looks good.
Yeah.
That's it. Like that. And like, unless I have an absolute qualm with something, then when we were at a wedding, but I really didn't. Mm-hmm. Like everything was like, she decided the colors. Although it was funny though, because I had originally picked the color scheme and like they changed it to the color scheme I wanted before the color scheme she wanted. And then she was like, okay, I was wrong. So then that's when you guys had to get the green ties and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause it was the red and then we got it. And they're like, this is terrible. I was like, I told you. I told you. You know,
told you bad colors.
I told you.
You never listened.
Yeah. So, but it's honestly, it's not really because it is it's their day, it's their planning. So at the end of the day, it looks good. Yeah.
We have an early night because ours is we had to be out of the venue by like 11.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything packed up too.
Yeah. We had to be like hard out.
Jesus. All right.
No hard liquor either.
It's beer though, right?
Oh yeah, it's beer. Okay. We sprung for the beer. Well, we couldn't even spring for the hard liquor. They just don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the city, so.
Yeah.
They don't allow it. Yeah. Before the ceremony, we can have whatever we want.
Oh, cool.
So.
And they're not gonna check my pockets, so.
No.
Okay.
Should be a good time.
No, right. I'm pumped for your stuff.
Yeah. Hour and a half.
We are at 1:20. I'm sorry, 1:12.
Yeah.
So we still got 20 minutes.
How long do you make these podcasts?
Hour and a half every time.
Oh, okay.
I say between an hour 20, hour and a half. So 8 minutes.
All right.
Fill it with 8 minutes.
All right. Well, give me 5 things you want to do film wise this year then.
I want to do digital effects short. I totally rip shit off because I want to prove myself and do it. Blade Runner. Yeah. I want to do something in a vehicle, and I want to do something like rain.
Sure.
Like green screen it. Or rear projection.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Chris is trying to get into it.
That LED rear projection stuff. Mm-hmm. It'd be cool. As like, and I think
we're gonna do just like a projector in a white sheet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, projector in white sheet. But I want to see how good can you get it. Like that stuff. You finally saw that stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Mandalorian. Yeah. And
that's a giant LED wall.
No, I know that, but I'm saying is like how good. And Chris dives into it. Then what if Chris could do enough research? I mean, you can get Unreal Engine and all that stuff. What would it take to do the poorest of poorest man's process for that? You know, where you link the camera up, and you do hook it to one projector because you don't have an LED screen. And it would be super ghetto, but how how could you do it? Kind of deal. You know, like
I guess you could probably if you got real creative with it. I'm sure you could figure out a way to do it.
And or to be honest with you, it would be a very high end version of a projection. Yeah. And or be like, you know, maybe get a giant flat screen TV and do a LED, like straight up do an OLED. Like, you can't rent them. Yeah. Maybe you could, I don't know. But like get like a no shit 75-inch TV, and just for like maybe the closer shots, maybe not wides, but like a closer. How could you do it? You know? Yeah.
That's definitely something I like to try and do, because like what place has that green screen studio here in Minneapolis?
Well, there's a few. You just have to paint them. Typically, if you can rent a studio, then you can paint it.
No, but like some places have like a pre-painted green screen wall, like infinity wall. Yeah, that I think you can rent for like, if it's like $100 or $200 a day, like just go there for 2 days and just film some shit with some costumes and just see what you can do. Yeah, it's like, man, green screens are hard because you need so much space, you need so much depth.
Yeah,
to
so you
stop
don't get
the color bleed. Yeah,
you don't need that spill. Yeah, that's
so tough. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah. I want to do that, like a Blade Runner type short. Sure. Love to do rain, and that would be kind of like involved with the like visual effects, Blade Runner, rain. It'd be really, because that would be cool atmospherics. Because then when you have a digital background, like that would be cool. Do like a one shot, like have a master shot. Sure. I always want to do like a master shot, and then shoot. You know what I mean? Like establish, go into a diner.
I'd love to do like a Zemeckis opening shot kind of a thing.
Where he's just
like a long kind of tracking shot, kind of sets the world, the establishment.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like Back to the Future, like that first tracking shot, like of like the doc's office, where it's just like goes through everything, goes to the TV, says what happens, kind of tracks through like the machine for feeding Einstein and all that.
Yep, absolutely. Gunfight, car chase. So those would be two separate runs, or maybe in the same one. I don't know. Yeah. But I would like to do an art house piece. Like I would really love to push like every frame of painting. Sure. So everyone would be like. Yeah.
Like, I think that's the one you gotta rent the RA on. Even if it's like an RA classic.
No, maybe that. Yeah. But I mean, like,
put that PL mount and get an anamorphic, because all you need like one anamorphic. Just like that 40 millimeter.
But I guess the hardest part of finding everything is the subject to cover to make it worth shooting. So that I want to shoot 5, but if I shot I would call it my every frame of painting project would be every single shot, even if it's talking heads or something, is fucking gorgeous. And to try, so it'd be like, okay, so what's our location? Are we shooting at sunset for 5 days in a row? Kind of that type of shit, where you're like, we can only shoot this hour because the blue in the sky. Like, remember 13 Hours? It was digital, but they in Tripoli, or no, they were in Morocco or wherever they shot. Yeah. They had that, blue sky for so long. Yeah. And it was, and you can tell the difference between the night scene and the dusk scene. For sure. And that was super cool. Like, you can see that blue behind them, stuff like that type of, like, you only have this amount of time to shoot, and then try to work it from there. But so that would be Blade Runner, futuristic thing, every frame of painting, a gunfight, a car chase, and maybe a oneer, or more a oneer with the digital effects type stuff. Okay. You?
So I got we got those 10, and we're kind of planning those out still, but I really want to do like a full on like kind of comedy. It's like one like 15-20 minute, like kind of almost like a pilot episode length of like a short film. I really want to do that comedy based, just because a little bit cheaper. I want to do something with dragons. Really want to do like just a 3-minute thing with dragons, really bad. So they're so fucking cool. Yeah, dragons are so cool.
Dragons are pretty cool.
So it's just I really want to really get that done really well. I would love to do a car chase. That'd be sick. I want to get better at fist fights. I want to get better at serious stuff without being funny. Yeah. So I do struggle with that. Yeah. Of just who I am as a person. Honestly, I crack jokes at the wrong time all the time. Yeah. But I really want to try and write characters that don't sound like me at all. Yeah. So I really want to get better at that. Yeah. And I think doing these tone shorts like I was talking about, I really want to do a really serious one, like a really kind of somber one. Yeah. Or, I would love to do a very short horror, just something. Very,
horror.
Just really just tense. I would love to do a very tense short, horror short. Yeah. Like just something like that, where like the high strings just make you feel uncomfortable and all that stuff. I'd love to do something like that. I really want to get better at everything that I'm not good at yet, or I don't feel comfortable with yet. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Yeah, and I'm trying to do, like I said, we're trying to do 9 more. Yeah, plus more, because I'm trying to do specs in between those as well, like spec commercials to like prove that I can also make commercial works. Yeah, I'm with you. And stuff that I can like,
I get that llama.
Like concept creation like from this get go, and it's like I'm gonna try and shoot one this week. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's all I got.
All right. Well, okay. Well, tell me what times you're gonna do it. Maybe I can come out and help after I'm.
Sounds good.
After I shoot.
All right, Wrigley, are we done?
We done, Ridley?
Yeah.
All right, it's 1:19. I guess we can stop. All right. Signing off.